In this video, we're going to look at my newest custom action figure, a G.I. Joe classified style Sergeant Slaughter.
Joe is Sergeant Slaughter.
Don't mess with Sergeant Slaughter. He's as strong as they come. I've seen him take on a...
I've had an idea to make a custom Sergeant Slaughter for a while, and I've just been waiting to get the parts I needed. And the head was one of the things I looked for the longest time, trying to find one that's just perfect for the style of Slaughter I want it. I was going for more of a Sumbo G.I. Joe cartoon style Slaughter. I was trying to find the perfect head sculpt for that style Slaughter. And I got looking online, I saw the old vintage Hasbro Slaughter figure. And to me, that head sculpt is perfect for a cartoon style Slaughter. It just worked out great. That figure has the neck molded part of the head, so I had to cut that off and then hollow it out, then drill in for the ball socket. To me, I think that worked out great. The only thing I did was cleaned the head up after dribbling it out, painted the sunglasses, touched up the hair. I had some paint swatches here, and repainted the gold Sergeant crest up here. And the skin tones on that was nearly perfect match to the gung-ho parts. Just a slight difference on shade, not enough for even worry about painting. For the body on Slaughter, it's a combination of the Heavy Artillery Roadblock from Amazon and gung-ho. I actually bought two of the Heavy Artilleries when they came out, mainly for the whole ideal of eventually making a Slaughter, because the sculpted on tank top made a perfect Slaughter. I was planning on getting an extra gung-ho to make Slaughter, but after the Fan First Friday they announced the retro styled gung-ho, I was like, well, I don't need another gung-ho. I just used the one I had, so I could use the waist cover, the legs, arms, butterfly joints, and the neck, all from the gung-ho figure. The boots are from a Infinity War Captain America figure. I didn't like the shield piece. And these are basically just a heat and pop, and they work fine on this figure, on the larger G.I. Joe figures. The hands are from the Heavy Artillery. Let's go ahead and bring him in for a second. The main torso and the hands are the main things I use from the Heavy Artillery gung-ho. Another one of the benefits I like using with the Infinity War Captain America boots, they're a little wider, so he's got a little better footstep, planted a little better, so he's a little more stable. One of the things I got asked about how I changed out the butterfly joints. With the butterfly joints, you can heat and pop, they'll come right out. Problem is getting them back in. There's a mushroom peg at the bottom of this butterfly joint, and when they're assembled, more than likely the torso is glued around it. So you have to, this bottom peg hole, the mushroom joint goes into, you'll have to drill it out a little bit with a Dremel bit. But you don't want to go too big where it won't stay in securely. You want it just enough after you reheat the butterfly joint. You can take like a flat edge screw, like a little micro screwdriver or a sculpting tool, and push it back into the socket. After doing that, it's pretty easy to put them back in. And so they're on there securely. They still work fine. After getting all the parts I needed for this and test fitting and putting everything together, it was time for the paint job. I was very tempted just to leave the camo tank top, but I wanted a Sumbo classified combination Sarge. And the black tank top was a must. So I went ahead and just painted up. The first thing I did was mixed up, so I recently ordered like the Vallejo like skin tone pack. I was able to, trial and error, I mixed up the proper skin tone I needed to match up with the gung-ho parts. I got pretty close. I think it looks pretty good. And then I painted up the black tank top. And for the gung-ho legs, they were okay, but they weren't exactly what I wanted, so I ended up painting some more camo, like on the waist cover. It didn't have any camo patterns on it, so I did some dark greens and browns. And I did the same thing on the legs. I added some more dark green and browns patches for the camo. But still, the base green for the pants was just not there. Then I applied a olive green wash, which added more saturation to the green on the camo pants. I think it turned out pretty well. I mixed up a black wash for the boots to darken the nose up a little bit. And for the head, but the only paint I did was for the sunglasses, the crest on the hat. It had a paint splotch here. The brown hair would come down a little bit too far. So I removed the paint and I touched up the little bit of sideburn there. And a little bit right here was missing a little bit of paint. But amazingly, this 1991 Hasbro Sergeant Slaughter head looks fantastic on this figure. Love the sculpt. It is some Bo cartoon. Let's bring in some other G.I. Joe Classified figures, see how he scales with those. We got Duke and Roadblock. And my custom painted Storm Shadow. When Storm Shadow was in its outfit, he was a Joe. Snake Eyes, Scarlet, Barbecue, Beachhead, Lady J, Heavy Duty, Flint. And to me, this is the proper scale for Sergeant Slaughter. He needs to be bigger, larger than life. The gung-ho Roadblock body is the perfect size for Sarge. I'm really happy how this turned out. The only thing other I would have liked to have for Sarge was some bare hands. Maybe I'll find some later on that fits his body really well. I'm really pleased with how this custom Sarge turned out. I love the combination of the heavy artillery Roadblock torso, the gung-ho parts, and really happy with his head sculpt. Who would have thought a 1991 Hasbro Sarge figure would look this good on a 2001 G.I. Joe Classified body? It is perfect for a Sunbow Sarge. That's one of the things I was looking for to find the perfect head sculpt to make a Sunbow Sarge, and that's it. I did have to cut, like I said, I have to cut off the neck and hollow it out and drill in the ball socket for the body, but other than that, not much to it. I do have him armed up with a Valorverse 500 Magnum. It is one of the guns from the prototype weapons packs. I had painted it up and looks great for Sarge. I do have the Valorverse Sarge, both of them on pre-order from Big Bad Toy Store. I'm still getting them. For this one, like I said, I was wanting to go with a Sunbow Sarge. The Valorverse ones are like a realistic take on Sarge, and this is more my deal of the cartoon Sarge. May end up putting a holster on the leg for the 500 Magnum. But I kind of like the clean look. It keeps the more Sunbow look for the Sarge without having any holsters or anything on it. But I'm really happy with it. Anyway, thank you for taking the time to watch the video. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And I'll catch y'all next time.
Sergeant Slaughter is now a part of G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe. A real American. Look out, Cobra.